Bonjour, everybody. Comment ça va? How are you all? I hope everybody is doing good. Okay, let us just start. So we are going to start with the basics of the language. For every language, that is going to be the alphabets. They are more important. They are the first step. For example, in English, you learn the alphabets and their pronunciation. A, B, K, D. And the same goes with huruf-e-tahajji, alif, be, pe. So we are going to start the same thing with lay, zil, fa, be, the alphabets. Lay, zil, fa, be. Okay, before starting, I have some instructions. Everybody keep a pen and a copy with you so that you can write each and every rule, which is I'm going to tell you. Okay, so you are going to write that. So why? Because when you're going to read apart from the class, that would help you. So you can write it in Urdu, you can write it in Roman English, whatever is convenient for you. Okay, lay, zul, fa, be. Okay, rule number one in French, the last letters are not pronounced. There are hardly the last letter which is pronounced. In the end of this document, I have given the list of the letters which are not pronounced in the end. So you can read it on later. Okay, rule number two, whenever the word is starting with a vowel. Now, what are vowels? This we are going to learn. So whenever the word is starting with a vowel, you are going to combine it with the previous letter. For example, I is a vowel. So you're going to combine it with S. And rule number three, whenever S is combining with a vowel, whenever, wherever, S is combining with a vowel, it is always going to produce the sound of Z. Le, zul, fa, be. Le, zul, fa, be. Okay, rule number two is that you are going to combine the vowel with the previous letter. Combine the vowel with the previous letter. If your word is starting with a vowel. Now, A is a vowel, same as English. So I am going to combine it with S. Le, zol, fa, be. That means the alphabets. Okay, luckily we can say French is easy in terms of the alphabets. The alphabets are same as English. Can you see the 26 alphabets? They are same as English, right? Unlike German or Chinese. So what is the difference? What could be the difference? Obviously the pronunciation, that would be different. So let me tell you, the French is a mixture of, three languages. French one itself, then English, and then Urdu. The dialect is of Urdu. Why? Can anybody tell me? What is something unusual about Urdu language? Mixture of language. Yes, it's a mixture of language, but there's one thing which is very, very much there, which is not there in the English language. Originated from Persian, I guess. Oh, okay. That's it. Origination is something else.
Maybe Urdu doesn't have vowels.
Okay. That could be a point. Originated from Turkish. Okay, you can say that.
Is it Zair, Zabar?
Okay, good. Yes, that's a point. Zair and Zabar. That is a point. Any other point?
Is it because it starts from the left and not the right, like English does?
No, that is not the language concern, actually. That is rule. Obviously, it's Urdu, so we have to start it from like this. Okay, we can count that as a point. But the major point, major point, Urdu is a gender-based language. Right? Urdu is a gender-based language. वो रखा है, वो पढ़ा है. Why do we say that for non-living things? Because it's a gender-based language. So we ourselves decide the gender. Same, the French is a gender-based language. Unlike English, English is not. Like in Urdu, we change mera into meri. Why? Why do we do that?
Because feminine.
Exactly. Do you change my in English?
No, we don't.
And what's the answer?
It remains the same.
Because it's not gender based. English language is not
Exactly.
gender.
English is not the gender-based language, but French is.
Yes,
French
French.
is. French is a gender-based language. So here, like Urdu, you are going to remember each object's gender. So that will make your life a bit difficult. Okay, now
In
let us
French.
start. Exactly, in French. Okay, now let us start the alphabets. Okay, everybody write it down, write it down. That will help you in reading, okay? This is called we can say that it's from English, it's from Urdu as well. Urdu, it's like alif, mada, Be, from which language?
From Urdu.
Exactly, Urdu. Say, again from
Urdu.
Urdu. Okay, everybody, please, everybody do participate. I'm not going to call everybody's name. You yourself is going to participate. You yourself is going to force, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So those who are not participating as much as you can through chat and through everything. Okay, be, say, they. They, again from Urdu.
Urdu.
One thing, there's no dal sound in French. There's no the sound. It is always going to be the. Okay, everybody, please keep your mic close. Only opens when you want to speak. Be, say, they. Okay, it's okay, like when you scratch your head when you're thinking, what do you say? Like this.
Oh.
Okay, it's neither O, it's neither A, in between, like this. Very, very important letter in the French. F is F, same as English. Okay, now G and J, they are friends. G and J, they are friends. Yes, exactly, Fatma, like but you don't pronounce H, neither G. Okay, so G and J, they are friends. So what you're going to do, they have exchanged their sound. G becomes a J and J becomes G.
Is it J? The stronger J or Ye?
No, it's J. J, the buzzing sound, you know, in Urdu, Zalabari, the J.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, that's J, like this. Exactly, Aruba. J or G. So what is this as a letter? If somebody asks you, that's J. And what is this? G. Okay, this is called Ash. 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 That is, you know, invented by French themselves. Ash. Ash. Fatma, I didn't get the question. Vision. Yes, exactly. Vision. Z, z. Yes, that sound if you're, yes. Okay, E. Now, the funny part is that, you know, E is not E in French, but I is actually E in French. I is actually E in French. Okay, G, that we have already studied. K, K, LMNO, LMNO. It's going to remain the same as English. K, LMNO. Pay, again from which language?
Urdu.
Exactly, pay. Q is going to remain the same. Q, calf sound. Second most important letter in French language. Now, one important thing, there's no ra sound in French. You know, just remove ra from your life now. So there's only r. It's called r. So the sound is of re, ho, r, s, same as English, s, te, Again, from which language?
Urdu.
Urdu language.
There's no the in French. There's
Urdu.
no the in French. It's the, they. You. It's not you, it's you. You. Yes, exactly. Like you say the expression you when you don't like something. They. They. Please keep your mic closed, everybody. Thank you. They. V is called they. Okay, now in W, there are double V, right? There are double V. So what do you say double? It's called double. And what do you say V? It's ve. So technically, the name of W is double. Double. Why? Because there's double V in W. X. 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 Y. Y. And then Z. Z. You know the name we have here, Z. Okay, let me just repeat it. And if, okay, it's double. Double. Okay, I'm going to repeat all of them. Les alphabets. Les alphabets. Bay till here. We are not pronouncing S. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I hope it's clear. B. I'm going to repeat one more time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there are lots of letters which have double sounds, like in English, k. It has two sounds, k and sa. So same is here with French language. K and sa, it has the kaf sound as well, and it has the sa sound as well. Indication, I'm not going to tell it now. Where to produce which sound, that we are going to learn later on. Again, has also two sounds. One itself, and the second one is a stretched a, like this. R letter has two sounds. One itself, re, and the next one is rein, ra sound, ro, and ro. Again, S has two sounds. One is sa and the other one is za. Za, I have given you the indication where to produce the za sound. When you're combining it with any vowel. When you're combining it with what? Any vowel. Is that clear? So these letters
ma'am.
have multiple sounds.
Ma'am, can you repeat multiple sound of E?
A.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Now what are the vowels? Les voyelles. The vowels are called les voyelles. Les voyelles. Okay, now 5 of the vowels are same as English. 5 of them are same as English. So what is an extra vowel here?
The letter Y.
Y.
Exactly. That's not Y, everybody. That's Y.
Y.
Yes, exactly. That's Y. Okay, greetings, salutation. The greetings are salutations, you know, salutation, salutations. Okay, I think everybody have seen this. If many people are living in Karachi, so every petrol pump has this shell shop, this shop stop.
Yes, bonjour.
Exactly. Bonjour. Bonjour. What does that mean? Bon means good and jour means day. Silent is ash. This is only silent, okay? Ash is silent. Whosoever is asking, it's silent. Bonjour, good day. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi. Now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to combine it. First of all, I'm going to combine it. Why? What's the rule?
Because it's a vowel.
There's a vowel.
Exactly, there's a vowel.
So it
Yes,
will be merged
I'm
with
going
the
to share
last
that.
letter.
Exactly. And there's another indication. Can you see this accent over E?
Yes.
What is that for? You know, in Urdu, Zair and Zabar. Why do we have Zair and Zabar? Why do we use them?
For pronunciation, for sound.
Exactly. Where you need to lower the sound, where you need to get the sound higher. So this is
Change the
exactly
sound.
exactly. This is the reason here in French. There are lots of accents, but when you see this accent in French, you're going to slightly stretch the sound. It's like bon après-midi, like this.
Okay.
Okay, bon après-midi, like this. So bon means again good, après means after, and midi means noon. So what it becomes? Good afternoon.
Good
Bon
afternoon.
après-midi. Okay, bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. Now there's a set whenever you see O and I together. So it is always going to produce the sound of V. It is always going to produce the sound of V. Everybody please keep your mic close. You know, to get the clarity of my voice. It's just because of that, you know, everybody can understand. Bonsoir. That's good evening. Again, bon means good and soir means what? Evening. Bonsoir, good evening. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Again, bon means night. So it's bonne nuit. Bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir, bonne nuit. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Okay, now there is another indication. What was the sound of R? What two sounds?
R.
R, and the second sound was?
Re.
Silent.
Exactement. So where you are going to produce the re sound whenever you see R in the start of the word. Always it is going to be R. For example, O, R, and then var. In the end, it is always going to be R, re sound. Au revoir, like this. Au revoir, that means bye in French. Salut, hi, it's like informal. Salut. Madame, madame, and mademoiselle, mademoiselle. Madame is there, and then there's V, and then zel, mademoiselle. Monsieur, monsieur, monsieur. That means Mr. Monsieur. So the plural of madame, it's mesdames, 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 and the plural of monsieur is messieurs, messieurs. For example, like you say in English, ladies and gentlemen, Urdu, khawateen or hazrat. So how you're going to say it in French? Mesdames et messieurs. A is there for end. Mesdames et messieurs.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
In plural of Maiden, we are ignoring S.
Where? In the end?
In the
Here?
start, ma'am.
Ah, okay. Yes, because MES, that's a separate word as well.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to learn that. Mesdames et messieurs. Okay, merci beaucoup. I think lots of you have already heard that. Merci, merci beaucoup. Merci is like thanks, and then beaucoup is like thanks a lot. Merci beaucoup. Enchanté, enchanté. Now there is another rule, CH. What is the sound of CH in English?
Sure.
Exactly, it's sh. In French, it's sh, sheen sound, sh. Enchanté, you know the English word enchanted. Bon weekend, bon weekend, bon weekend. Like if I'm saying, okay, bon weekend to Le Monde, that means I'm greeting. Have a good weekend, everybody. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. We are not going to pronounce P in the end. Merci beaucoup. Okay, yes is called we in French. We. No is no. Just the spelling is changed. The pronunciation is the same. Okay, célibataire. Célibataire. That means like single or unmarried. Célibataire. And the married is called marié. Marié. Now? Okay, good.
Yes.
So we are going
Yes.
to learn l'adjectif possessive. That's the topic name. L'adjectif possessive. Okay, how to say my in French? Okay, good. So I was saying that how to say my, your, and their in French. So as you know that French is a gender-based language. So how you're going to say that in French? So same as Urdu, like you say mera, meri, and mere.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, the genders are same as in Urdu, or
No.
there are some
No.
changed genders?
Totally changed.
All right.
Totally changed. Some might be coincidentally, but no. Definitely जो noun है, obviously वो तो decided है ना, like father and mother. But for the non-living things,
Yes.
they are totally different. Okay, so
Alright.
how do you say my in French? So there are 3 ways of saying my in French. First of all, if you want to say for masculine, so you're going to say mon. Mon. Mon frère, that means my brother. Mon frère in Urdu, you say mera bhai. Mon père, my father. Mon père, my father. And then mon stylo, my pen. So pen is also masculine in French. Mon stylo. So for all the things that are masculine, you're going to use mon if you want to say my.
Ma'am, can you repeat my brother?
Mon frère. Mon frère. Don't worry, there's only kha in French.
All right, ma'am.
Okay, the second rule is that you're going to use more with every word that is starting with vowel. No matter if the word or if the noun is feminine, still you're going to use more. Why? Because it's starting with vowel. For example, mon ami, that means my friend. But if your friend is feminine, still you're going to use more. Why? Because ami is starting with a vowel a. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So mo has technically two rules and two usage. Number one, it's used with masculine. Number two, it's used with vowel singular. Vowel singular. For example, mon amour. So you have heard this word amour. That's love, my love. Mon ordinateur. That means my computer. Ordinateur, computer. Okay, for all the things which are feminine, you're going to use ma. For all the things which are feminine, you're going to use ma. Ma sœur, that means my sister. Meri behan. Ma mère, meri ammi. Ma tante, meri auntie. Ma voiture, meri gadi, my car. So coincidentally, car is also feminine in Urdu as well. And for all the things that are plural, you're going to use may. Okay, one more important point. When you go into the plural, you are not going to worry about the gender. Simply as you see plural, you just straight away write may. No matter if your gender is masculine or feminine, no matter if it's starting with vowel. Is that clear? Mo, ma,
Yes, ma'am.
and may. Mo, ma, and may. It's same as
Ma'am,
Urdu. Mera, meri, and mere.
ma'am, can you repeat my sister?
Ma sœur, ma sœur.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, mes parents, my parents. Mes enfants, my kids, mere bachche. Okay, here what we are doing here, combining the vowel. Mes enfants, mes amis, my friends, mere dost. Now here, I'm not bothering about the vowel. Why? What's the reason? Because it's plural. Okay, that's not the letter. That's basically O and E is combined. Okay, so why? Because they both are vowels. They both have the same sound. So in French, O and E, they are written like this when they're together in any word. So that's not something new. They have conjoined it like this.
They are always written like this whenever they are together.
Exactly. It's not EO. It's always with E.
Okay, no, sir.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay,
my
Hamza,
friends,
I have
what
no
were
idea
you,
about German language. Yes, Daud?
what were you explaining about my friends?
Ah, yes, I was explaining that it's still what you're going to do. You're going to use may if your word is starting with vowel. What is the reason? Because you're talking about plural.
Okay, may I
Is that
miss?
clear? Yes. Urdu. Everybody remember Urdu. Mera, meri, mere. Mo, ma, me. But only there's a twist for mo if you're using it with a singular vowel. Rules are not going to change. Rules are going to remain the same. Your, tumhara, tumhari, tumhare. Ton, ta, and then te. Ton, ta, and then te. Rules are same. Why ton is used?
For
Because of
masculine
and to rule.
and single vowel, single vowel.
Exactly, single vowel. For example, ton frère, your brother. Tumhara bhai. Ton mari. Okay, ton mari. Mari is husband, your husband. Ton fils, that is called son. Your son. Ton fils. Okay, ton ami, your friend. ton oncle, your uncle. Now for all the feminine, you are going to use ta sœur, tumhari behan, ta mère, tumhari ammi, ta tante, tumhari auntie, ta femme, tumhari biwi, ta voiture, tumhari gadi. So why we use ta here? Because all the objects are feminine. And the same goes with te. It's going to be plural, te. Tumhare, same as Urdu. Tes parents, your parents. Tes grands-parents, your grandparents. Tes enfants, your kids. Tes sœurs, your sisters, tumhari behne. And for the third person, first of all, we studied about first person, like ourselves. Then we studied about the second person. Now it's with the third person. How do you say third person in Urdu?
Wo.
No.
Unke.
Exactly. Exactly. Wo is like a neutral thing, na? Wo is a neutral thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do you say that? Unki, very good. Unke. And uska, uski, uske. This is how we say that. Hamza, I have no idea in German language. I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, is there any respect to in Urdu, unka, uska, there's a respect.
Exactly. There
So-
is. Don't worry about that.
There is in French?
Yes, definitely. Everything is there.
Okay.
Tum, aap, every difference is there in French.
All right.
Okay. Te one. Okay, te, you want to see te? Okay, here it is. Okay, sans, sa, and then say for the third person. Sans, again, two rules. Number one, for masculine. Number two, if your object is starting with a vowel. Wasim, you have joined now. You weren't there in the whole class. Okay, sans, sa, and then say. For example, sans frère. Okay, now here one more thing to be notified. What is that? If you're talking about, like, for example, if I say Hira's brother, or if I say Zunair's brother, so I'm not going to change the gender because of Hira or because of Zunair. That's not my concern. My concern is brother, whosoever it is belongs to, but brother is the object. So because of that reason, I'm going to choose son. Okay, don't ever do this. Like if it's Hira's brother, so you are going to use sa. No, that would be wrong. Do we do that in Urdu? Uski
No.
bhai. We don't do that. Bhai
Yes.
ya behan kisi ka bhi ho, uski wajah se gender is we use
Yes.
ka and ki because of the gender. Bhai and behan. So that is same going to be happen in French. Sans frère, because frère is masculine, so you are going to use sans. But if I'm saying uski behan, now the gender is going to change. Now you're going to say sa sœur, sa sœur. Exactly, Jawad. Gender of the object. And when you're moving into say, that means the plural object. Ses parents, uske walidain. Ses enfants, uske bacche. Okay, everybody, is that clear? Ma, ma, me. Mera, meri, mere. Ta, ta, te. Tumhara, tumhari, tumhare. Sa, sa, and say. Unka, unki, unke. Now, what are the rules? Ma, ta, and sa. What is the common rule? Yes, anybody? What's the common rule here?
Masculine and feminine with vowel.
No. Jawad, no feminine. Masculine
Masculine and singular with like vowel.
Exactly. No feminine. Masculine and with singular vowel. Okay, what is the rule for ma, ta, and sa?
Feminine with singular vowel.
No, it's for
No,
feminine.
ma'am,
Not
it's gender.
Feminine.
Yeah.
Mata and so it's gender.
Exactly, it's for feminine. For example, as Urdu, meri, tumhari, uski. So all for feminine. And may, te, and say.
Or
Use
like
for
plural
plurals.
objects.
For plural objects, no matter if they are masculine, no matter if they're feminine, no matter if they're starting with vowel.
Got it,
Is that
ma'am.
clear? Okay, now we have some adjective possessive which are genderless. Here, you don't need to worry about the gender. Here, you're going to only see the quantity. For example, hamara, or if you want to say hamari. So for both of them, you're going to use one thing. Why? Because you're talking about a singular object. Hamara bhai, then you're going to say notre frère. Hamari behen is still you're going to say notre sœur. Why? Because they both are singular. Now, if you want to say hamare dost, ya hamare bhai, like lots of brothers, then you're going to say nous amis, our friends, nous frères, our brothers. So here the quantity is changed. Is that clear? Here you're not going to see the gender if you're using these. Here you're only going to be concerned about the quantity. Notre, and the same goes with here, with the formal one. Yes, Arsalan, which one you are saying? This point, notre and nous. Notre means hamara, hamari. For both of them, you're going to use the same thing as it's singular. But when you're saying hamare, then it is going to be changed into nous.
Ma'am, what is the pronunciation of nu?
It's same, nous, N-O-S, nous.
So we are not producing the sound of S and O.
No, until and unless it don't need to combine with the vowel. Here you're going to pronounce it nous amis. Separately, it's called as nous. For example, here, nous frères, our brothers. And then it is going to be votre. Votre. Here, the people who were asking hamara, tumhara, now here's the formal one, aapka. Votre means aapka, and it also means aapki. Votre mère, aapki, ammi. Votre père, aapke, abbu. Now, when we are going to combine them, it becomes vos parents. Why? Because parents are plural. Now I'm not going to use votre because that's for singular. Here I'm going to use vos parents, your parents, aapke waldain. Okay, what is the difference between these two?
आपके and तुम्हारे.
तुम्हारे वालिदैन.
Exactly. This is the difference. Both are for plural. Vos parents, when I say, that's formal. Aapke waldain. But when I say tes parents, that's informal. Tumhare waldain. But what is the common thing?
Both are plural.
Exactly. Both are plural. Okay, alors, on commence à cours. Okay, leur and leur. Leur and leur. Unka, unki. Or unke. Again, this leur is for singular. Unka bhai. Unki behen. But when you move on to unke, then leur mère. Leurs parents. Plural. Whichever you use. Okay, there's no boundary which one you're going to use. There's no limit. But Be very careful, whichever you use, are you going to follow the formula? Are you going to follow the grammatical rules that I have explained to you? So there are l'adjectif, possessive. These ones are the gender-based plus quantity. Like here, you're going to see the gender as well, and the singular and the plural as well. But for all of these here, you're not going to see the gender. You're only going to see the singular or the plural, the quantity. Whichsoever you use, but with the correct usage. Is it clear, everybody? Any question?
As we are going into it, it is like confusing a little bit.
Don't worry, Daud. It is going to be confused a lot more than you think.
When can we get these slides and the pronunciation of these?
Definitely you're going to get it. I know
Thank you.
it's a lot if I talk about the first class, but you know, we don't have much time. We have only 10 classes so far. So, you know, I'm helpless. If I go slow, then, you know, the course is
Yes,
going
ma'am,
to,
we understand. Yes.
yeah, you know, if it's in my hand, if there will be plenty of time, obviously I'm going to do only one topic per class. And it's a long class as well, 2-hour class. And guess what? We haven't taken the break and nobody asked for the break. Why is that so?
Because we are
Maybe we are too intense about the course.
too intense in this course, and we are just focusing on learning of.
Okay, you know, I like the answer of Fatma only. I only like the Fatma's answer. Everything, indeed, yes. You know, you are, you know, enthusiastic learners. You all are. But what is the basic thing that you don't remember the break? What is the reason?
You were so engaged in answering you. learning.
Exactly. You know, that is the best part of learning. When you're engaged with the teacher and the teacher makes you engaged in that, you know, to make it interesting. Okay, so I want giving TEF, going Canada is something else. That will obviously happen. But for the moment, enjoy this stuff. You know, enjoy the going to be less, isn't it?
Definitely, ma'am.
The timeline is going to take whatever, you know, French is going to take a year. It won't be minimized. Yes, it can be minimized. It's going to be 10 months, not less than that, suppose. But if you do it happily, it might be minimized up to 6 months. Okay, let's move on to the last part of this. Les saisons, the seasons. Okay, next time I'm going to take a break of 15 minutes. That's a very long class for me. And you know, I've been taking classes since 2. Okay, les saisons. Yes, Arslan, it's been a hard day for me. Today I have 10 classes. Les saisons, the seasons. Les saisons, the seasons. 4 saisons, 4 seasons. 4 saisons, 4 seasons. Summer is called l'été. 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 Winter is called l'hiver. L'hiver. Autumn is called l'automne. L'automne. And spring is called le printemps. Le printemps. L'été, l'hiver, l'automne, le printemps. These are the 4 seasons.